Hey guys, so I'm going to jump right into this look because it's going to be a little lengthy and I got a lot to say. I'm going to be recreating the look that P. Louise Makeup does on Instagram with the rounded cut crease that she is very famous for. And I wanted you guys to see how I think it might be achieved. So let's see how great this looks come out or how not great it looks. So just stay tuned to see how good it's starting to look. So anyways, so with this, I started with a transition shade of yellow out of the Shiny Cosmetics. And then I noticed that the yellow wasn't as pigmented or as popping as I wanted it to be. So I dipped into the MAC Rule and mixed it with the yellow and then reapplied it as well because I really wanted the yellow to be able to show. And like I said before, these shadows, you really have to manipulate them a lot for them to show. I did base her eyes with the NYX jumbo pencil in milk just so that I could see if like the color will really pop, you know what I'm saying? I based her lids though. I didn't go all the way up because I was kind of scared, y'all. So anyways, I took my pencil brush by Bdellium Tools. It's like a looser pencil brush, and I applied the Morphe muted burgundy shade. It's like, I shouldn't say muted, but it's like a neutral tone burgundy that I used, and I applied it in a circular motion around her eyes to create the shape that I really wanted it to. And then I went back in with my blending brush that I applied the yellow and kind of diffused the edges, but I was very careful to not lose the shape that I had placed down. So I kind of used circular motions so that I wouldn't by mistake blend out that color into more of a regular traditional fanned out eyeshadow. So then I went back in with a Morphe pencil, not a pencil but a brush, and it's like has a straight edge to it with the lightest concealer that I have, and I began to cut the crease in a circular motion, not circular motion y'all, a circular line, sorry, and I just diffused and blended that down, and I'm really conscious about keeping the shape. So then I went back in with the Shiny Cosmetics. There's a purple that's in there, a deep purple that I mixed, and with my pencil brush, and I began to apply that color to the inner corner and the outer corner, creating a sandwiched effect, a sandwich eyeshadow effect, because in the look it seems like the glitter was mostly concentrated in the center of the eye, and then she had the deeper color on the outer corners like a sandwich, as I said. And I was very mindful of how I applied that so that I could keep the shape as well as cover the lines at the top. Then I noticed that it wasn't as rounded as I would like, so I went back into my Shiny Cosmetics palette with the magenta shade with my e.l.f. brush, and I began to reinforce that circular shape by adding the magenta. So I just kept like trying to apply it to kind of create that circular motion over the top of it. And like I said, it's really good for artists to always push the limits and push your talents to see what you can be able to do and to achieve. Even if it doesn't come out right, at least you know, like, okay, I know I can do it better this time by doing X, Y, and Z, you know? So let's hang in there, y'all, and see how it's about to go. Because it's getting a little scary because I don't know what it's going to look like. But as you see, that magenta shade is picking up. And then I began to apply the glitter to her eye using the NYX glitter glue. And then this glitter I got from Joanne Fabrics. And I did ask my client if she mind me putting that type of glitter on her eye. And she said, sure, why not? So I am using that same Morphe brush that I used to cut the crease after I cleaned it. And I just applied the glue with the Q-tip, and then I took the brush and I dipped the brush in the glitter and applied it, and then I wind up using the brush to dip in the glue, but I made sure that my brush was not saturated with glue so that the glitter would stick more on the eye and not more on the brush. That is really, really important because you don't want to work backwards. You want to work smarter, not harder. So yeah. But then I go back in with that same brush that I put the darker purple on, and I begin to apply it in the corner. Praise break.
Hallelujah.
Okay, you can stop now.
I did her complexion off camera using the AJ Crimson foundation for her complexion. And then I set her face with the Danessa Myricks Evolution Powder in 01. And I applied her lashes with the Kiss and Ardell lashes and lined her eyes with that purple that I use for her outer corners. And her blush is by MAC not hot pepper, but it's supposed to be burnt pepper, y'all. It's burnt pepper. And I'm just lightly applying it with circular motions as well. And then I'm lining her lips with Cork by MAC, and I'm using Urban Decay lipstick wired. It's like a comfort matte. It's really, really pretty on her. And for her gloss, I'm going to use Milani Cosmetics Barely Nude or Bare Nude, something like that, but it's in the description box. And I applied it over her lipstick. It was really pretty to give like that pretty neutral color on her lips. Oh, did I tell you that it was MAC's burnt pepper that I used for her blush? And I just used like a light hand with it so that you couldn't tell where the blush started and stopped. I'm using my Morphe fan brush to apply her highlight. And I used Gold Deposit over top of that MAC Dimensional Blushing Beaming. How did it turn out, y'all?
Hey, y'all, this is Tootie right here. She about to, ooh, kill it. Kill it.
Look at the cheekbones. Look at that.
Ooh, wee, honey. Look at you. Oh, okay, come on. Bring back that chicken head.